Ho, ho, ho.
Nice cannonball, Santa. Welcome to the Pool Nation podcast, where it's all pool talk. And we ain't talking about netting and jetting or splashing and dashing, unless it's the reindeer. We're talking about becoming a nation of pool pros. We talk about the latest products, trends, and training in the pool industry. Now let's welcome your host. With over a decade of industry insider experience and still the reigning champion of Marco Polo, it's undecided if he's on the naughty or nice list. Edgar De Jesus and his co-hosts JJ Flawless and Zach the Pool Boy Nicholas.
Welcome, everyone, to the Pool Nation Live podcast. I am your host, Edgar De Jesus, and yes, I am the reigning champion of Marco Polo, along with John JJ Flawless, the fastest netter in the West, and the famous Zach, the Pool Boy Nicholas. Today, yes, we are spilling the tea. We're talking about everything that we're going to be doing in 2025. We're going to be talking about our Pool Nation visionary sponsors, even the new ones. We're going to be talking about the car giveaway that's John doing. We're going to talk about Zach giving away houses and horses. And guys, I'm hyped. By the way, that's all a joke, but I'm hyped. Right before I press play, I thought about this for just a second, boys. This is the pre-last podcast of the year. And for some reason in my brain, the total amount of years that we've been doing in this podcast just came to my brain. And it's crazy to look at it that we're going on, 5 years already? We're going into year 5. Well, we've already started year 5 in September.
Yeah, it's insane.
And it totally just hit me right as I was doing the intro here. So anyways, welcome everybody. We're super excited to have everybody on, and welcome to our live podcast. We're going to skip a little bit of the intro like we normally do because we're excited because we have so much things that we're going to talk about today, and we're going to be able to spill the tea. And by the way, for you guys, and ask Zach, so John is the one that always keeps us in check with regards to what we can share and what we can't share. We're always asking permission from dad to be able to share. But I think all hands are on deck, right? We can show all of our cards, or no?
Are they, John?
No, it's like Christmas, right? The kids, they always want to touch the gifts and they always want to open stuff up, or what did you get me? Or they ask questions and you say, no, you have to wait. This is like Christmas Eve, where we like to open up one present right before Christmas Eve. So we're letting some of the tea out, I think.
See how his mind works about all this stuff, you know?
Today's a good day, man. And Edgar, what you were talking about is it's almost scary now. And it feels weird, at least for me. I'm in a transition. Zach is still a lot younger. Not much younger, but a lot. Damn, I just dated myself again, dude. What is wrong with me, right?
Here's the problem, John. You might be the older one, but for some reason, it seems like he's the older one out of the group.
That's true. So I got that going for me. But I'm in a transition phase in my life where I want things to really start to slow down a little bit, right? Where, it's not wham bam and thinking about us. And we started our journey, and it is. Yeah, we're on our 5th year now, and it's going to be going on to our 6th year before we even know it. I can't believe it's Christmas, and it's right around the corner.
Christmas is 4 days away?
Yeah.
It's next Tuesday.
Yeah. It's just scary how fast everything's going, but things are moving in a positive way. And I'm excited about talking about next year. And it's just unbelievable what we got going on. And based off of the schedule and what we have, I'm thinking 2025 is going to go by even quicker than last year did or this year did. So I'm looking forward to jumping into it and chit-chatting a little bit about it, because hopefully all our listeners and all our peeps out there are going to be just as equally excited. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys at all our events that we have coming up.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. So Mr. Zacharias, how you doing, buddy?
It's Friday, and this is the last work day till Christmas break. So everyone's out next week, off with the families, enjoying the holidays.
Are you completely closed next week, Zach?
Yeah, we're completely closed. This will be my time to come in here and just dig in and get...
You are one sick man.
I'm ready.
Everybody's sitting there going, we're going to take Christmas off and we're going to enjoy it. He's like, this is my time to come in and work and do my thing.
Yeah, I'm going to go crowd and have a party in here.
For everybody listening, we've talked about it on the podcast, but John has been slam busy lately, really slam. It's like I call him crack of dawn, he's already out. I call him late at night, he's still out or just getting home. What does next week look like for you?
Oh, dude, we're not taking the week off, but we're not going to service pools next week. But I kid you not, our whiteboard and writing is pretty small. I don't know if you can make it out, but it's about that long with about, 50 things that need to get done and taken care of. So we're just going to spend all week. Last week we did 7 days a week. This week we're going to do the same exact thing, and we're going to work through Christmas Eve. Obviously, we're going to take Christmas Day off. We're not going to go out and do anything. That's family time. We need to chill at home. And then going to work day after Christmas and through the weekend. And I'm excited because I know that we're going to be chipping away at this list. And it feels good. Like last night, I'll give you, for instance, we came home, and even though we had a little bit of a shit show of a day, and I went into it before our podcast, I told you what things are critical, right? When you're on a time schedule and you have a lot of things that you need to get done and you're sitting on a schedule. And then when somebody throws a wrench into your program, and that's what happened to me last night, unexpected thing, it really sets you back for the rest of the week. But when we got home and I got down, I sat down on the bed and took my socks off and was getting ready to wind down for the night. Mama jumps in like she does with her big, beautiful smile, and she walks over to the whiteboard that's rolling in our room. And then she goes,
by the way, I was talking to John when I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm in bed. Janie's on the board over there writing. Yeah, he was all mad. He was all mad.
Yeah. And you're like, what are you doing? I go, I'm face down on my bed. And you're like, what do you mean? I'm just laying down and I'm sitting here and you know what I mean? And I'm looking up and Mama's on the whiteboard, right? Going over the list.
He was all mad.
It's going to give you nightmares having it in your bedroom.
Look, for me, it's like I need it right there. I have iPhones, we have apps, we have all this, we have all that. We have all these little programs.
None of that works for me.
And like the chores and stuff that they need to get done as far as like trash and rooms and cleaning and whatever our little chorly app is. But all that shit, to me, it doesn't work unless it's in my face. And I'm not going to open it up and look at that. Like I said, I have a huge whiteboard. It's like a 6 foot long whiteboard by like 4 feet or 5 feet tall or whatever it is, and it's rolling. And on one side, it's all business with goals, expectations, things that need to get done and taken care of. And on the other side, it's family business and goals and stuff that needs to get taken care of and by each kid, including us. And then we roll it around. And I put it like in the walkway before the children get to their rooms. You know what I mean? When we need to get shit done, I roll it into our bedroom. And it's right there. You can't avoid it.
Do you roll it in front of the kids' rooms and wake them up and have them come outside of the room and do a meeting first thing in the morning and be like, let's kind of go over our game plan today?
Sometimes. And I go, where are you at on your list?
Dad, I want to go to the movies. Hold on one second. He pulls this big whiteboard with him.
Let's check your progress, bud. But it's true. And you got to do it. But it felt good yesterday seeing Mama up there like my little Vanna White. And she was like, and she was crossing off a few things that we got done.
Janie, did you add more than you took off? Let us know here in the chat. I have a feeling that because he was angry. He was mad because she was writing.
Yeah. So the reason why I was angry, I'll tell a quick story real quick. And I had a bunch of things I had to do. And I went over to an account, one of our current clients, and he wanted, and this is funny and weird, but he wanted to do something for us to figure out something we can do with an easy touch so that we can use an additional auxiliary and when we weren't supposed to be able to. But anyways, got to figure it out, fixed it up, did a little bit of magic, got it to work. He's super stoked. Everything's ready to go. He has a water feature pump that was leaking at the joint. And then on the return side, one of the fittings, and then the pump seal was trash and was making noise. So we said, let's just put a new pump in. You don't want to pay me to fix this and that. And we could put a little pump in there. But anyways, we got a pump, little 3/4 horsepower pump. And then I get it from SCP and we walk over there and we get out and I pull it out of the truck. I'm sitting here trying to find this pump because it's harder to find smaller single speed pumps. So anyways, I ended up finding it. We get it and I pull it out and I look at it and the box has been opened and it's been retaped. And I'm like, oh my God, here I am going down this road again. And I've had bad experiences in the past, but I'm like, okay, whatever. Let's just open it up and see what's going on. I don't have time to go over there and figure this out. So I take it over there, open it up. It's obviously been rifled through. The pump looked like it was new, hasn't really been installed or anything like that. Didn't really look like it, but I don't know. I just popped it in. 10 minutes later, got it going, hooked it up, walked around, waited about another 10 or so minutes, waited for the pipe to cure a little bit, wanted to turn it on so I can see it work, show the customer, turned it on, started pulling water, sounded a little weird. walked over there to the water features and saw the little tubes of water squirting out whatever they're squirting out, and it just wasn't enough. And I'm like, dude, there's plenty of horsepower here to get this water moving. What the hell's going on with this pump? And as I walk back around and I'm looking at it, all of a sudden I smell something, and I look, and at the motor, it's just smoking, dude, right? The thing is like a big puff of smoke. And I'm like, what the hell's going on, dude? And no, it is a 240, right? You know what I mean? Or a 220. Yes, I did put it in right. Okay. I did not wire it wrong.
That's the first question that Zach asked him.
Right?
Did you wire that properly?
Trust me, it's not my first rodeo. And it started smoking. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I flipped the breaker or whatever. And I look at him, I go, John, I'm sorry. I don't have much time here. I'm going to disconnect this completely, take it, and I'll be back tomorrow. But it's just one of those things that happen. I was looking forward to crossing that off my list, but I can't now. I have to go back again today, go get the pump, get a new one, go out there and put it back in and then make it happen. But yeah, anyways, I don't know how we got off to that subject, but that's why I was a little irritated last night, because I didn't get to finish what I set out to do.
You didn't share that part with me. It just sounded like you were mad because your wife was adding to your goal list going into Christmas.
Oh no, she does do that, and then she's also.
Now, did she add her Christmas list to board? Maybe that's what she was doing, and you didn't catch on.
I'm asking. She doesn't ever ask me for anything for Christmas, so I always have to find something to get her. And this year I'm in trouble because I still haven't done it yet.
Dude, it's right around the corner. You are going to be in the doghouse.
Yeah.
Hey, want to welcome everybody to the podcast. We're really excited to share what it is that we have going on in 2025. I know a lot of people have reached out already. They're asking for the events. Are we doing anything new? We have some things new that are coming up, some things that John is not allowing us to share at this point, but I think everything but two things we can share, right, Zach?
Sounds right. Yeah, I think so. We got a lot to share.
We got a lot to share, huh?
A little bit.
We're going to share it all?
I think we need to share it. Let's just get to it.
Zach is like, I don't want to get in trouble with John. I don't know if Edgar's tricking me into this question here right now. I'm
stuck in the middle.
You're like, oh, I don't know. Hey, before we start, I do want to talk about a couple things. I want to talk about all the pool shows that are coming up for this year, because obviously I posted a little funny last night with me hyping myself up, getting ready, because I feel like we don't have a lot of things going on, and then all of a sudden we get into show season and it gets a little crazy out there. So want to talk about all the shows that are coming up. Before I do that, let me jump on here and give a couple shout outs out here. Jeanette, good morning. Mama, good morning. Maria, big shout out to you. David Jones, Poolside Tech, good morning, my friend. How are you? Let's see here. Andy Jackson from Poolman Pros here. Yeah, I'll be working through Christmas, a bunch of computer work and revising some goals. Love that 100%. Our boy Todd from Ripple Effect Pool Service out in Arizona now. Big shout out to you. Boy Eric, good morning. Merry Christmas. Eric, I will give you a call today. And then, of course, here comes Mama cupcaking. It's Christmas every day with you, baby.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute.
Thanks, Mama.
That's so cute. So, anyways, big shout out to everybody that's out there. Let's talk about these shows that are coming up. We are getting in season for show season, but that's one of our favorite times of the years. And here's one thing that we're going to tell everybody out there: get out there, get educated, go out, create that network of people out there. Doesn't matter what part of the U.S. you're in. If there's a show close to you, get out there, network, get some education. So I will start with the first one. And the first one that's going to start this year is the Atlantic City Show, the Pool and Spa Show. And that's going to be January 28th to the 30th. And that is out in Atlantic City. So if you can make it up to that show, get out there. Their website is thepoolspashow.com. Check it out and get out there.
And then the next show is the Southwest Pool and Spa, February 4th through the 8th. And that's at wspsshow.com.
Yeah, that's going to be down in my neck of the woods this year. So
Is that one in Houston, Zach?
I believe it's in Houston this year.
Houston this year, because normally they do what? Houston,
San Antonio.
San Antonio every year. So they go every other year to different spots. So,
But I'm still trying to figure out what's up with the date clashing is what I'm trying to figure out, why this is happening and why we're doing this. I don't know. I'm genuinely asking this question.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the challenge with, obviously, totally different states and totally different areas. One of the things that you deal with, especially when you're trying to get space, it gets very difficult around big events and stuff like that you normally do. You know, sometimes these dates have to be done and agreed to 2 or 3 years in advance, because what happens is if you wait you get there. So it could be that whether it's at the Southwest or out at the Western show, there's other bigger events that are pushing through that are doing that. So then the convention will have to give some different dates. I'm sure they don't obviously do it on purpose because they never do.
I know.
Sometimes,
I mean, what's the, yeah.
This year, the PSP Expo is changing dates as well because there's, I think, another big international show that kind of happens around the same time in November. So this is just one of those weird years. The goal for everybody listening is, hey, if you're in Texas, you can get out to that show. Definitely go out to the show, get educated, create that network.
Yeah. And then after that, we have the Western Pool and Spa Show, and that's in February from the 6th to the 8th, and we'll be headed that way shortly. That's coming up quick. And I like how you said, like, yeah, and then it feels like not much is going on, and then all of a sudden it's boom, it's been 1 month.
Isn't that crazy? It's just absolutely crazy. And we're doing a whole bunch of classes out there that we're going to talk to. You guys all know that there's a love there with that show. Obviously, it was a show that I did all the time, John as well. So we're excited to get out there. This year, we're going to be teaching 13 different classes. We'll share the ones that we're going to be teaching here in a little bit, so I won't keep going into that. But the next one is Everything Under the Sun Expo. That's going to be March 14th and 15th, and that one's going to be out in Florida. Go to fspa.com, check it out, register, get out there.
And then next is the PSP Expo. Of course, we spoke a little bit about it, October 22nd through the 24th this year, and that's going to be in Las Vegas. And you can go to poolspapatio.com to check it out and get registered.
Okay, confession time.
Yeah.
Had a dream last night with the PSP Expo in October up there and our show and our awards and specifically the after party. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
I've already got it.
You're
in my
dreaming
brain.
about it?
I was having dreams that we were already at that expo doing our stuff.
I'm not going to lie. This year, it felt like that. It was like, wait a minute, weren't we just here doing this? It went by fast.
It really did. So anyways, we're really excited about all these shows. We will have those in the Pool Nation Spotlight for next month for everybody to get out there so that they can get out there, register, come out and see us at the Western Pool and Spa Show. Excited to be able to connect with everybody out there, do some education, and have a great time. So let's start talking about 2025. Let's start talking about Pool Nation. And I think we should start with our visionary partners for this year. We're going into 2025. We've had some amazing visionary partners with us since day one, and we know that without them, we definitely couldn't do this. So let's start giving them some shout outs.
Yeah, so I want to give a big shout out to Danielle and the SPPA. They've been one of our visionary partners for a long time and continue to fight the good fight with us. So thank you.
Yeah, big shout out to Danielle. Danielle, it feels like it was yesterday that we were first having our first conversations about the podcast, and man, she was really early in the game. So she is the one that's been there pretty much since day one. So big shout out to Danielle. The other one that I want to give a shout out to that's coming back next year is our boy Chris Galvan with Blu-ray XL. Exact same thing. Very early partner with Pool Nation. And Chris, we want to thank you for everything that you do for the industry. You're always at every event. You're always sponsoring as much as you can. And we really appreciate that.
Not only that, but just an overall enthusiastic and positive.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, he is like a go-getter, man. I wish I had just an ounce of his energy that he has because he's always running around. And
he's
like,
always
dude,
out there, huh?
I'm like, Chris, how you doing it, brother? And every time you see him, he's like flying from here to there, going there, doing this, football games, out to dinner. Then the next moment he's in the UK, and then the next moment God knows he's at the Arctic. I don't know where the hell he goes.
And he's always closing everywhere that he goes. He's like posting, videos out like 4:00 in the morning. I'm like, bro, I got a battery, not that big.
Dude, energy. So much props to Chris. Yeah, thank you for all the support from the very beginning. We've been blessed to have them. They've been an amazing partner as far as like education. Alicia, she has been a godsend, right? She is the natural trainer, and she is in her perfect spot. She has given us countless of hours when it comes down to teaching courses, trainings, and videos, and helping us with the app. The whole team out there, including Ted Lawrence on the retail side of it, and Jamie Novak has just been absolutely amazing. It's an all-star team out there. Thank you so much for all your support. We really appreciate it. Looking forward to 2025 and everything we have in store for then.
Yeah, and they were already reaching out, and we're going to have somebody that's joined the circuit on some of the education stuff from them. That is,
yes,
he is legit on some education. So I'm excited to get him into the studio. We were already talking about it, throwing out some dates. I do want to apologize to you and to Zach, and I'm going to apologize now. because I started to work on the schedule yesterday and I'm like, oh man. So we get the shows, we get all those dates, we get packed, and then we get all of our podcast schedule going on and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff on there. So I got to throw it out there. So, our next visionary sponsor that's coming back is our people over at Raypack. And we want to thank everybody there. We want to thank Stacy, Justin, Akshaya, Brad, Tyler, Jeff, just everybody out there with Raypack. They've been absolutely amazing partners. Every time that we say, hey, we want to do this, hey, we have an idea, man, they are all in. And there's no hesitation. It's what are we doing? Where are we doing? How are we doing it? Let's go. So big, huge shout out to all of them. We've got a lot of great training coming up with them as well.
And then we've got Aquastar as well. Todd, Michael, Corey, Steve, Brian, Mandy, and if everyone, Todd and team, talk about having the passion for the industry and passion for innovation and really believing in the pool pros. They're all in on it. And we are super excited to have them as our visionary partners.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. We just got back from the Golden Ticket event over from Aquastar, and the support, it's not only from, we named the names like we talked about, Todd, Brian, Ashley, Michael now, everybody that's there, Ulaf, but it's not only the upper management, right, and the reps and stuff. It's very humbling when we walk through there and we go through shipping department, we go through the accounting, we go through every person there. They all believe in the same thing, right? And they're all fighting for the same thing. And it's awesome talking to some of the employees there and them saying they actually know us, and they say that they listen to our podcast, that they listen on our lives every single week. And we're talking about, of course, Todd is always on there and busting our chops and stuff like that. And we have a great relationship. But to see everybody from the top all the way to the line level employees that are involved in Aquastar's dream and vision and believe in what we do, it's just a real humbling experience. And we're blessed to have Aquastar with us again for next year. And I know we've been very tough on you guys when it comes down to some of the things that we've been asking for and pushing the limits and going outside the box. But
and there's more coming.
Yeah, and you guys have been go-getters, man, and you never cease to amaze us on how it's not all talk that you get from a lot of people. And I'm not just talking about the industry, but just in general. A lot of people are always full of talk and they say this or say that or whatever. But Aquastar really steps up to the plate and makes it happen, and we're excited to have them for next year. We got a lot more going on. Our next visionary partner staying with us for next year, again, is Hayward. I got to tell you, I was almost euphoric, not because they're the big three, but the fact that someone as big as Hayward, who is an enormous player in our industry with huge impact, believes in the dream that what we're trying to accomplish here. And that just tells us and tells our whole community and everybody else in the industry that we're not alone in this fight, and this vision that we have of educating everybody and understanding that we're all in this together. Getting support from one of the biggest players in the game was truly a humbling experience right there. And for them to reach out and give us all the support that they've had, and for them to be able to adjust and do some of the things and think outside the box too. It's hard as a corporate machine to make those changes and to do some of these things, and the trainings and the boot camps and the building of the units and all the things that we asked last year for them to do, and they came through. It's tough. When you're a smaller company, it's a little easier to be a little more nimble and flexible and to take chances. But for Hayward to really step up and see the vision and step up and support the pool pros is pretty awesome. And I'm looking forward to next year, especially with the things they have in line, their products that are coming out, and then the new facility for the trainings that they have.
We got to get out. I've been out a couple of times. When you guys come out, we got to schedule and we got to go out there so that you guys can see that.
I'm stoked, right, that they've invested this money into building these facilities so they can do some of these trainings and us to be a part of it to help them with that. I'm truly looking forward to it. So I just want to give a big thanks out to Hayward. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys. We all do. And all our supporters and our listeners see it as well. So thanks again and welcome to 2025.
And then we have Heritage Pool Supply, and Heritage has been an amazing partner. They were all in since the beginning. They were just like, let's go, whatever you need, whatever you want to do. We want to be a part of it. And talk about another place of amazing culture. every person that we've talked to, that we've met, that we've engaged with, just from the front desk to all over, has just been an amazing person. And it's that servant type mentality that Josh talks about. And so, Heritage, thank you. We're excited for 2025, and we're looking forward to all the things we have coming up.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of things coming up with them in the pipeline.
Wow, from the very start. And for them, it's like they made it too easy, right? Because they bleed this passion from head to toe, from the very beginning, from the very bottom all the way to the top. And you can see it, feel it. It's infectious. It's just mind boggling how supportive they've been and how they hit the scene with the bang. And they didn't let off the gas like some have. And I'm just saying people in the past, like you hit it really hard and then you say this, say that, and then you don't really follow through. But these guys have just been absolutely tremendous.
And they have changed a lot in the industry. And this is a conversation that I've had with them is you come in as a new player, and the way that you do business and the way that you treat people and the way that you want to give back to the pool pros and to the community and all that kind of stuff. And them coming into the industry and doing that, it shines a spotlight on everybody else, right? And everybody else looks at that and goes, man, we have to level up our game as well. So I've told them personally that I truly believe them coming into the industry was a disruptor in a couple different areas, but that was a great one, because now companies are looking at that and going, we want to be like that, right? We want to do some of those same things. And for them to continue to give back is absolutely huge.
Yeah. And we got some tea, right?
Oh, yeah. John, let us spill the tea, baby.
Let's do it. This is awesome.
We got some tea. Edgar's been chomping at the bit to get this out. So you guys want to talk about our new visionary partners for 2025?
Oh, my God. John, should I go first or should you go first?
You should go first.
I should go first?
Yes.
Do I have a drum roll? Definitely want to announce our two new visionary partners for this year. Somebody that we are really excited to work with, somebody that really aligns with us with regards to the vision of elevating the industry in a couple different areas, right? We talk about technology, we talk about products, we talk about innovation, we talk about them wanting to really be able to help us educate the pool pros out there and connecting with us. And I think without further ado, we want to welcome Poolside Tech, the attendant, to the Pool Nation family. So we are really excited to have you guys on. David, I know that you're listening on here, and obviously we couldn't talk about this for a little while. We are over the moon that you guys are coming on, and everybody knows David. David's done some training for us. David came out and did the training at the Pool Nation conference, and man, was that legit? Was that set up legit?
Yeah.
And I tell you,
Yeah.
I called David. He told me he was coming, and I said, you know what? I know I'm going to sleep good because I know that you got this, right? Because every time that he did something with us, he took it to the next level. And he showed up at the Pool Nation conference, and they all did with the attendant and stuff like that. And the setups that they had in their room was just absolutely legit with everything that they connected and their automations and all that. So Poolside Tech, to the attendant, welcome to the Pool Nation family.
Yeah. Look, that whole team, I had the pleasure at the conference to really, I know David and we've spoken, and everything you said is spot on. And I felt the same exact way. We had a lot of moving parts going on at the conference for us, right? 3 dudes like us running around trying to put together a huge conference with tons of different instructors and different tracks of education and all these moving parts. It wasn't the easiest task. If anything, it was something that we weren't very used to. When we do stuff, we would do our boot camps and we do something really small, and we keep it small to 75-ish, 80 people or whatever, and we can handle it. But this one, when we talk about 400 plus people that attended a training, it was quite the beast to take care of. And one of our classes, of course, was the automation course. And when David agreed to come out and help us train that class, I was like, psh. And then of course, David, like, I got this. And every Zoom call we were doing prior, and he's just sitting there chilling. Dude, I know
he was so chill.
I know this isn't first rodeo.
Yeah.
Because he knocked it out park with Hayward, right? Because David was with Hayward before, and he did all the training there, and he wrote the manuals, and he was the man. And when he was doing our boot camps, he was with Hayward. He knocked it out the park there as well. And going into with the attendant, I get it. I understand the vision. And what was nice about it was that everybody on his team have the same mentality, that they're here. They understand the uphill battle that they have. And it's true, being new into an industry, being a disruptor, if you think about it, try to bring innovation and change to a very stubborn and jaded industry that we've had for many moons, for them to be as successful as they've had. And I believe going at it with the right approach, right? They've been doing it with class and just saying, hey, look, there's other technologies out there that are available, and we're here to help provide that for you and as an option, and not sitting there knocking or hating on anything, but just saying, hey, look, let me tell you about what we can offer you and what we can show you and how easy we can make it for you. Something that's complicated, make it much easier for you, and to be able to deliver the quality of training that they did and to put all the time and money into our conference when they came in. They knocked it out the park. And to have them as our
Johnny saying, you guys are making me blush.
No, it's true, man. It's true. And it's
Send
hard.
Send us a picture, David.
It's really hard. It's an uphill battle. I can't tell you how many, and I'm talking to our people out here, the conversations that we have with some other people in our industry, trying to get them to expand their views or take off the blinders and just sit back and look at things a little differently. It's tough. It really is. It's a breath of fresh air when there are people in this industry that are willing to take a chance to do things differently. And I think they've done that, and it's paying off. And we have the same mentality. And I think next year is just going to be an amazing year. And I'm looking forward to pushing it and pushing the envelope when it comes down to training and products and stuff like that. And it's going to be fun. So welcome to the team.
Share the next one, John.
Okay.
You're on a roll.
This one right here.
Share the next one. Let's go.
This one's cool, dude. And look,
cool.
This one was unexpected. You know what I mean? It stemmed from a couple conversations, and it just blew me away. At the end of the day, this was very unexpected. This was something that we didn't have on our radar. And we got to meet Adam. We got to meet Kevin. And we had a conversation, and I think we just hit it off. These guys have a vision and their perspective on things and what they're trying to do too. I think we figured out that, hey, look, we align as well, and we have the same goal and the same vision. And again, without further ado, I know I said their names, but I didn't say their company. But if you guys don't know who they are, we're talking about the Pool Brain. And I don't know what you're going to say, Edgar, and I'll give you a second here, but I'm just trying to put this into words. But I didn't even expect this. And we had a conversation. We talked about this. And after we met the guys, after the Zoom call, after we went through the demo, I sat there, literally, we were going through a demo with Adam for, I think it was like 5 hours, dude. I don't even know how long I was on that video call. And I'm sitting there going, and I'm watching, I'm going, and Edgar, I know you had to jump off. Zach, I think you were still on it the whole time too, right? And
yeah.
We were on there for like 5 hours or something like that.
I think it was
right?
like 3.5, but yeah, it's a long time.
But I'm like stuck, right? And I'm like, I'm digging this, you know, and it's not like one of those whatever. And you can just see the passion and how he's approaching it and the things that they're doing and how innovative, and they're truly trying to solve a problem in our industry and to provide a solution so that we can become better businessmen and women in our industry. And when I got off the phone, I got on Edgar. I'm like, dude, these guys are legit, man. And what they're doing and the way they're approaching it and what they've come up with is just fascinating. And we need to figure out a way we can work together. It evolved into the conference and them sponsoring our cigar room and being a part of that and taking a shot in the dark and believing in us and coming out here and supporting what we were doing. And then from there, it just grew, and we sealed the deal, and we said, hey, look, you know what? Yeah, this is an important part of our industry. Having our routing software plays a huge role. It has exploded over the past decade, you know what I mean? And it's gotten to a point where it's heavily relied upon, and bigger and greater innovations save time and make our jobs easier. Yeah.
And it's not just that. When you talk about like what you're saying, where we sat with them and talked to them and got their stories, a lot of the things that we look for is we have to align, right? There has to be a visionary alignment with the people that we work with. And a lot of times we do talk to people that we just don't align at the time. And it's not a bad thing. And they might be in a different stage of their business that it doesn't quite align yet with what we're trying to do. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think eventually every business makes it to that level, whether they're growing and they've got challenges of growth or focuses in different areas and stuff like that. But as soon as we sit and we have the conversation and we talk to Adam and we get Adam's story of how he started in the pool industry, how he built his company, where his struggles were as a pool guy, as a pool company, as he started to figure out that this was something that he needed in order for him to be able to scale and continue to scale, right? Because he hit that plateau, just like we all do. We hit a plateau at a certain point because we don't have certain things in place that are going to allow our businesses to be able to scale. And so he had the vision, he had those roadblocks, and he went out and he put something together. Where my focus comes into play is there's a lot of routing software out there. There's a lot of different things that you could use. At the end of the day, when we look at our vision of financially being able to help pool pros be financially successful, there are some tools out there that are going to allow you to do that a little bit easier than others. And to me, in looking at them and talking to them, it was all those focuses that they had done, right? It's not just about click here to send a service thing to the customer or whatever. It was really the thought process that they put to be able to scale, to be able to create an enterprise, but more importantly, the data that's behind it in order to be able to do that. So when we talk about putting our matrix together and putting our things together to be able to help the pool pros, there's a lot of tools that are built into that, but it was built because of the struggle that Adam went through. And right, Zach? I know you want to say something.
Yeah, and that's what is so exciting to me is I have always been, what's a solution? What's a creative solution that can then solve the problem long term to be able to scale on it? And Adam has gone through that. And along the way, these roadblocks that he kept hitting, he kept coming up with these creative solutions. So when we sat through that, it was like amazing to see all of the thought and things to go into it. And then, like you said, like it's data focused, which is a huge thing that we're always talking about. Know your numbers and things like that. So I'm excited about this one.
It's definitely really exciting to have them on. There's a lot of things that we're going to do. We've already started to have conversations with them, like even as quick as we started about financial KPIs and stuff like that. And I was talking to Kevin. He's like, here's what we have. Here's what we show. Here's what I just went into this geek la la land because I'm going to tell everybody the same thing that I tell everybody. If you're putting things into play in your business just to put them into play, you're wasting your time. And what I mean by that is if you're putting a program in place, you have to be able to extract the data out of it in order to make your business better. If you're doing it just to do it and just to have the stuff in there because everybody else is doing it, you're missing the point. You're just creating more work for yourself. You're creating more work for your employees when at the end of the day, you don't benefit from it. So with theirs, I was just really excited about that. But more importantly, that their struggles is the same as our struggle, right? And the growth and the tools that they put together is definitely for that. Want to move on really quick because we've been talking for 47 minutes and we're just still at the beginning stages of our podcast. Want to talk really quick about the Pool Nation Business Matrix, which is, actually, John, Zach, I'm sorry, Zach. I'm just jumping all over the place. Go ahead.
Or we're just going to roam through it.
Yeah, let's take a break after Zach and then we'll continue.
Yeah, so the next thing I want to tell everyone about is the Pool Nation Spotlights and Insights is going to be coming live and online. And it's going to be a new site dedicated to the latest news and insights in the industry. It's going to be news, content, and then it's also going to feature the spotlights and insights that everyone's been receiving on a monthly basis. And if you haven't been receiving that, make sure you sign up so that you can get that information on a monthly basis online.
Yeah, the spotlight we did. And this is one of those things that John kept bugging for years. Man, how many years were you bugging that we needed to do the spotlights newsletter, John? John was like, and by the way, if you don't know John is very smooth. John won't come over here and say, he won't come and say, we need to do this and we need to do this today. He'll just be like, hey, we need to do this. A little. He reminds me of the people when they talk about, right? If you grab a bucket of water and throw it on a rock, it doesn't do anything to it. But if you keep dripping on it every day, it just kind of erodes at it away. And like how powerful that is. And that was John with the spotlights and insights. I'm not going to go head to head and argue with these guys. I'm just going to, drop my drop every day until we did it. And then we did it and we're like, crap, we should have been doing this a long time ago.
No, it's good. And I'm excited, super stoked on this. And it's evolved into it becoming live and
And it's taken
online.
off so big. Like the spotlights has just exploded. Like we've got 11,000 subscribers.
Dude, every time we send one out, people opening up and people jumping on and right and looking at it in the activity, questions and comments. It's awesome to see. But what I love about it is that we're making it live and online. We don't need to wait now. All this information can be available, updated accordingly, and accessible for everybody. So I think this is going to be a pretty big hit for sure.
Yeah, a lot of it is you'll still receive your Spotlight Sites newsletter, but now we're going to have the site live and it's going to be the Pool Nation news. So you'll be able to go to it and we're going to break it down into different stuff. So we'll have service, we'll have builders, we'll have retailers, we'll have content for everybody. A lot of John videos with pictures of John all over the plastered everywhere because that's who everybody wants to look at. And so we figured this all out. You wanted this, so I take pictures. Zach edits them, and you're on the
Perfect.
all over the place. So, anyways, guys, let's do this. Let's take a quick word from our sponsors. When we come back, we will continue for everything that we got going on in 2025.
The Hyper Pole from Ultimate Pool Tools is a pool care pole designed by pool professionals for pool professionals, featuring precision-crafted carbon fiber and stainless steel construction. Go to ultimatepooltools.com or Instagram at Ultimate Pool Tools. Pool pros have specific needs when it comes to general liability insurance. The SPPA program has you covered. With 3 tailored and customizable general liability options, SPPA makes it easy for pool pros to feel secure. Find out more and get covered at thesppa.com. Now available, Pool Invoice. Pool Invoice is a pool billing software created specifically for the pool service and repair industry. It's developed for our industry and only our industry. Pool Invoice is built with recurring billing in mind. You can print, email, text invoices, or even send via WhatsApp. You can add reoccurring or yearly charges, accept credits, and set up autopay. You can even see when customers have seen the invoice. It even has a customer portal where they can log in and see, print, and pay invoices. It has all your customers' information on one page, so you don't need to search through hundreds of invoices looking for the one you need. Just go to the customer profile and it's all at your fingertips. Created specifically for the pool industry, Pool Invoice. Now available at poolinvoice.com. Blu-ray XL is the power of minerals working for you. Reduce your overall chemical costs and labor up to 50% guaranteed. Whether you have 20 accounts or 20,000, Blu-ray XL's direct pricing and free shipping to the pool trade have you covered. Improving pool professionals' profit and work-life balance is what they do. Blu-ray XL, the real mineral purifier. Visit them at BluRayXL.com.
Blu-ray all day.
Aquastar's new pipeline cartridge filters, available in 2 sizes, deliver top-notch hydraulic efficiency along with best-in-class filtration performance, approaching that of DE filters. Uniquely designed, open pleat spacing means 100% of the media square footage is usable. And these claims are backed by NSF test results. Designed with the pro's time and comfort in mind, the patented double-locking system improves safety and ease of access, making filter cleaners faster than ever before. Available now. Ask your supplier for pipeline filters today.
Natural Chemistry, a leader in specialty water care solutions for over 30 years, is proud to provide products that make pool service easier than ever before. Its unique enzyme formulations in Pro Series Pro Blend improve efficiency of your pool program while reducing frequency of filter cleaning and scum lines. Natural Chemistry is also well known for its wide variety of phosphate removal solutions that include a non-clouding formula in Phos-Free and extremely high-range removal with Pro Series Phos Remove or Phos Free Max. Save time, save money, save work with Pro Series products. Stop sacrificing durability or efficiency with the help of Raypak's new Avia HD models that utilize NITEC, their exclusive industry-first technology. NITEC heat exchanger technology is Raypak's latest solution to superior strength and maximum efficiency when it comes to residential pool heating. With 900% more nickel compared to copper nickel in critical surfaces, NITEC creates an ideal surface to protect against scale formation and erosion without compromising on Avia's 84% thermal efficiency. Learn more at raypak.com/NITEC. The next evolution in lighting is here. Universal Color Logic 2.0 from Hayward. The latest in pool and spa lighting was designed with you in mind, making installation a breeze. Upgrades include a detachable cord and first-of-a-kind adjustable lower catch to overcome variations in plaster thickness. As always, Universal Color Logic lights retrofit into virtually any in-ground pool or spa while delivering industry-leading, vibrant color. Visit hayward.com to discover more.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Pool Nation Live podcast. We continue our conversation and we keep sharing what we're doing in 2025. We've talked about all the shows. We've talked about our visionary sponsors. Excited to have all of them. Want to talk about all the events that we have going on. I'm putting John to sleep over there.
You are.
Want to talk about all the different events that we have going on. So let's jump into it really quick. The very first thing that we have kicking off this year is the Pool Nation Business Matrix, which is going to start January 18th. For all of you that have registered, which is sold out, stay tuned. Today, you're going to be getting an email from me. You're going to be getting all of your login credentials. Well, in January, we're going to start with setting goals. You're going to be able to set 2 goals, learn the SMART goals method. You'll do a personal, you'll do a business one. You'll input it into the software program that we've created. In March, we are going to do the beginning of a 2-part financial class, really talking about key performance indicators on the financial side. By the time that you're done with this class, you will have to pick 2 to 4 different financial KPIs that you're going to commit to track for the rest of the year. And also, we're going to start to introduce to you your chart of accounts and how you can start to track your expenses. In preparation for the June class, which will be part of that financial class, you will bring all those numbers, all your financials, plug it into the system, and it's going to spit out for you what your cost of service is, what your profit per pool, your cost per pool. It'll create a profit and loss statement, a simple one that we're going to go through in that class, and we're going to teach everybody how to read it, manage it. So by the first 6 months, you'll have your 2 goals, you'll have your KPIs that you're going to be tracking, and you are going to have your numbers specifically to where you're at, and you'll be responsible then at that point tracking them for the rest of the year. But remember, it's an accountability group, so we will watch and help you through that process. In September, we're going to start with the employee life cycle, some partnerships there that John's not letting us share yet because we haven't inked the deal, but we have some really cool stuff that's going to be coming through the pipeline there that's pretty much all done, but we can't just share yet. But you're going to have access to some networks there that are going to be legit. And then normally in November every year, we do the Pool Nation Conference at the PSP Expo. This year, as we were talking earlier, it's going to be in October. So the Pool Nation Business Matrix is going to have some private education just for those members of the Business Matrix. And what's going to happen is they're going to do classes, but they'll be a lot more in depth. And I'm making one up as an example. Let's say that we do a hiring class. We normally do about an hour and a half. These will be 2.5 hours because there will be a lot of role play, sitting down, interviewing, a lot of practicing in order for you to kind of get the practice, not just the lecture side of it. We're really excited about that. John, I think I'm going to let you talk about the promos that we have going on because we've created, and this has always been your idea. We've always created the education side, and you've always wanted to put some promo stuff. And again, with the drip on the rock, just kept until he dropped it right at the first. So talk about the promos we're doing.
Yeah, but look, before I get into the promos, I want to say, even though we sold out, guys, fear not. This happens every year with our trainings or our boot camps and stuff. But fortunately for this one, we're going to have a waiting list. So if you're still interested in it, don't think that the opportunity or the door is closed. Again, we're just being very methodical about this, and we want to be careful and make sure that we don't start off with too many at first. This is our initial Matrix quarterly Zoom meeting that we're going to be doing, and we have it capped off. But if you guys are still interested in joining, it is a no-brainer. Just message us or go on the website. I think it'll still allow you to do it, but you'll be put on the waiting list until more spots are opened up. As far as the promos, I always think this is important. I think it's, as single pollers, right? And primarily a lot of our listeners and the people that follow us are guys and gals that have 1, 2, 3 trucks or are on their own and only have 30 pools, 100 pools, 200 pools, whatever it may be. But we found that over the years, we know this as a fact that unfortunately, sometimes if you don't do 2,500 pools or you're not building 500 pools a year, there's other incentives or other things that are available to some of the bigger companies out there that aren't necessarily available to single pollers or to some of us smaller guys and gals out there. We're blessed and we're in a position to where we have some amazing partners and we're able to leverage those relationships and be able to give back and offer some exclusive promos that are only available to some of the one pollers out there, people that take advantage of these classes or the courses, and especially the Matrix, because somebody who wants to better themselves in their business. So our first promo, again, with Aquastar, they are stepping up to the plate and they're giving $300 off a pump. And if you guys remember that coupon that we did a while back that stopped, we're bringing it back, and it's only for the people that are in the Matrix. If you guys are out there and you're putting in pumps, to save $300 on a pump, I'm not going to talk about what the cost of the pump is on the podcast, but we all know what it is, and it's a substantial discount, which goes straight to your bottom line, right? That's profit right back to you. And Aquastar has been so kind to offer that or to extend that coupon exclusively to the folks that attend or are a part of the Matrix. And that's for up to 50 pumps. And if you do more than 50 pumps, maybe we can figure something out. You know what I mean?
We'll reach out to us. We'll call them.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
If you're installing more than 50 pumps,
yeah.
Direct
That's
line.
crazy, that.
Exactly. Well, part of the Matrix will teach you how to create shell corporations and stuff like that. Now, and then you'll be able to submit them under a different name and whatever. No. But
especially now that you don't have to do the, what was it? The BOI or the whatever, BIR, whatever it is.
Right? Come on. I hope to God that I think it should be halted, and I think it'll.
Question.
We'll see. Yeah.
Question, math, because you could do the math quicker than I can. 50 pumps, $300. John, how much is that?
$15,000.
There you go. That's what I love about that. I don't need to pull out my calculator. I'm like,
Dude,
John,
I think you're
that's a really easy number, but
me.
okay, I'll take the credit for that. Yeah, I'm
you
tell you how I do it.
though. Always
That's
when we're
true.
doing stuff.
You take the 5 times 3, it's 15. You add 2 zeros, right? And then there you go. You know what I mean?
Not according to my kids.
Or
math.
3 zeros, and then you're at 15,000. But here's this one. This one's really cool. Now, this is unheard of, or at least I haven't heard of anything like this. And this just goes to show the type of people over at Poolside Tech are. You know what I mean? What they're looking to do here. They are offering on the attendant, you're getting $500 off, which is already a huge discount, right? Off the attendant. But not only that, and this is where the value really comes into play here, and this is them putting their money where their mouth is.
This is a huge one.
This is a
huge
the
one.
cost involved in this, right? And then the logistics, and to be able to commit to this is impressive. And it really shows how important or they believe education is, right? And how they value relationships with their consumer, which is us, so that they can help build that. They're not only offering $500 off every pool attendant, right? No, I'm sorry, one. Yep. My apologies. All right, I'm going to get in trouble with them already. $500 off. So this is it. To get your foot in the door, get $500 off the first attendant that you purchase. But not only that, they will schedule and they'll fly out one of their trainers to help you for that first install, wherever you are in the country. So think about that and think of the commitment, the involvement, and the money behind that to say, hey, look, it eliminates all the worries that any tech could possibly have when it comes down to offering this product. There's Todd. This is how it starts, right? Oops. Maybe we can work something else out afterwards. We'll talk about that later, but I will never say that they'll go out on every install. That's crazy.
Not on every install, yeah.
I mean, look, trying something new is a scary thing, especially for somebody in the industry that's not very comfortable with automation. This helps eliminate that. And to have somebody come out and to be able to help you with that install, you can't really put a price tag on that, because once you become comfortable with it and you understand it and you know it, then you're confident in your abilities, and now you're able to sell it and to be able to provide that service. And just think of how much money you'll be able to make down the road and by being able to offer these solutions, and how much money you're able to save your customers, right? Because now you're able to offer them a solution that can help them with their automation or help them save money with all the features that the attendant has to offer. But kudos to them for coming out with this. I was absolutely floored when Edgar told me about this promo that they're
It's
willing to give
huge,
us.
dude.
It is. We're going to fly. You know how much a ticket costs to go out there, to pay somebody to go out there, pay for a hotel room, fly somebody out, feed them, you know what I mean? And then to go out there and do the work and the install.
My thing, John, I always go back to, you're doing an install, you're doing your first installs, and to have somebody there from the company that's saying, we got you, we value you, we're going to send out one of our guys, we're going to help you. Just the confidence that you come up with and leaving out of that day out of there is just absolutely huge.
Oh, for sure. And then now you have somebody that you can talk to and you can call, or you can ask questions, and you're able to do it again because you've done it. I'm going to take advantage of it. You know, when we're in August and it's 125 degrees out here, and I want to.
Are you going to call David?
Hey, David. Call David, bro. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, can you help me with this one, brother? I need a white glove treatment on this. And will you install this for me?
John's
and I'm just going to be chilling.
John's going to go, I need to take a call in the truck real quick. I'll be right back. He'll be in the air conditioner over there.
With my cooling towel and my little fan going. And I'll just be
David,
chilling.
that call took a little longer. You know, he'll probably come back and be like, it was John or Edgar, and they took up all my time. So anyways.
But that's awesome. Thanks, guys, for doing that.
That's huge.
That's huge.
Now, these are only, just so everybody know, this is only for the people that are part of the Pool Nation Business Matrix program. So all 25 of you that are in the program, this is for you.
The next one is from Pool Brain, and they're going to be giving the Pool Business Matrix members 3 months off for free. What a great opportunity to try it out before you make a commitment. Get in there, play around, set it up, and they'll be there the whole time. They will help you. They will get you going. But this is awesome. I know a lot of people, just in general, softwares are changing and evolving. And there's a lot of people that are like, I'm thinking about changing, or I'm thinking about switching. I'm not sure what's out there, but this one is going to give you the perfect chance to jump in with them, see what they're all about, see what we were talking about, and try them out.
Absolutely. That is absolutely awesome. And here's one of the things, once you get to that stage, what you're going to want to do is really kind of have a conversation with Kevin and Adam, and really let them know what it is that you're looking to do in your business from all the aspects, from the financial, the operations, all that kind of stuff. And they'll help you through that setup process.
The next one for our Matrix members, each one will be receiving 2 tickets to the Pool Nation Awards and the after party. And additionally, they'll be receiving 2 tickets to any Pool Nation bootcamp event that they want to attend.
Absolutely. Hey, I do want to say, are you on the chat, John?
What do you post? I don't see.
It's an emoji. I can't share it. For some reason, it doesn't allow me to. It's a little emoji of a guy with the AirPods in and his phone, and the guy's going.
Oh, I've never seen that emoji before. I can't make it out. It's like too small on it. That's crazy.
That's a great one, David. You know what? He's going to put you on his block call list. So as soon as you call him, he's going to be blocked.
Look, this list right here is going to grow. Okay. This is just the start. And then the value in it is just unbelievable compared to what you get.
Yeah, there's a couple of people that are working on some promos, and they're just waiting for the first of the year before it kicks in for the calendar year. So they'll share those with us as we get there. By the way, for everybody that's part of the Pool Nation Business Matrix, I said it, but you're going to get access to the login today, all that information. And there's a video on there with regards to all the promos and all that kind of stuff. Guys, I think we need to move quick through some of the stuff here really quick and just get through, because John before the call was like, I got to get out and do repairs and do all this stuff. So I'm trying, John. I'm trying not to. Yeah, I'm trying not to.
Halfway.
We're like halfway, John. So another hour and you should be good.
Yeah. The irony about it is I'm the one that won't keep my mouth closed. And I'm the one who keeps talking. Trust me, I know.
So, all right, let's talk about what it is that we're going to be doing. The first show that we're going to be at this year is at the Western Pool and Spa Show. We are going to have 12 or 13 classes like we normally do out there teaching. We're excited about it. Some of the classes that we are going to do out there, we're going to do Master Operational Efficiencies for Success, really talk about operational efficiencies for your business. We're also then going to do a deep dive into ensuring your financial security, you and your family. Start that conversation on the financial side for your business.
Then we'll be doing understanding financials and business metrics. And this class is really going to help you understand more financially of what you should be looking at, what you should be tracking, things like your cost of service. So important to know that. So we'll be diving into a lot of that.
And then the other class is going to be growth through a customer-centric approach. And it speaks for itself and what the class is about, putting your customer first or in anything that you do. That doesn't necessarily mean bend over backward and forget about what you're in business for, but it's understanding that, hey, if you put the customer first, or if you put the customer in the center of your decisions, this is a long-term approach where things start to pay off down the road, right? Because you're making the right decision for people, because it's about building a reputation and quality of service. So I'm really excited about that class.
Absolutely. I do want to say here really quick, David, I just saw that Pool Brain partnership announcement. Looks like my secret weapon isn't going to be a secret weapon anymore. The guys at Pool Brain are next level. Congrats on the partnership. We really appreciate that. Next thing that we're going to be doing is March 7th and the 8th out in Oxnard, California at RayPack headquarters, is we are going to be doing one of our boot camps out in California. We're really excited about that. Did one last year. We're going to fine tune it. We're going to bring some more things to it. This year, it's going to be a 2-day event. Last year, it was a 1-day event. And this coming year, it is going to be a 2-day event. We'll have some technical, we'll have some hands-on, we'll have some business courses out there for everybody out there. Looking forward to connecting with everybody out there.
Then March 28th and March 29th, we'll be at the Heritage and Pool Nation Boot Camp at their headquarters in McKinney. Last year was such a great event, and this year it's going to be amazing. We're covering hands-on, we've got business, we've got some chemistry. And then for those of you that haven't been to the Heritage headquarters, talk about top of the line facility, just amazing to see. Overall, it's a great experience, and bring your team. This is a great way to get them education, but also get them a lot of buy-in into the industry. So that'll be March 28th and 29th.
And this one, I think, deserves a drum roll. Look, Pool Nation is going to the East Coast, baby. We have been bombarded with requests to reach out and to get to the East Coast, particularly Florida. And trust me, we've been wanting to do this, and we know how important it is. And we know that there are a lot of pool pros out in the East Coast, especially in the Florida area, that fly all the way over to us in order to be able to do these boot camps. And there's some others that are out there in Florida that don't have the time or the means or the ability to be able to come out. So we are now, it's possible for us to be able to go out there, and we're in works trying to figure out. We have a couple locations that we're looking at. We don't have anything nailed down yet, but we will have more information out soon. But we will be doing boot camps in Florida in 2025.
We are really excited about that. Some details will be coming out here soon. The other thing that I want to talk about, and I want Lauren to know that she freaked me out on the Instagram Live, because we're talking about the Pool Nation Awards, we're talking about the nominations, and she's like, it's only 10 months away. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, because remember the show this year's in October, so we're already in December. We're already going into it. So we're 10 months away from the next Pool Nation Awards, guys, which means that the nominations this year have to open in June, which normally they don't open till July. So guys, we're freaking 6 months away from nominations opening up for the Pool Nation Awards. So it's just absolutely insane. And Lauren, you freaked me out. So for everybody out there, we will do the Pool Nation Awards, and the nominations will open in June. Stay tuned for that.
And then we have the Pool Nation Women's Summit, and that's going to be August 21st and 22nd this year at the Heritage headquarters in McKinney. Last year was crazy. What a crazy turnout, great engagement. Aubrey from our team went up there and participated, and the feedback was awesome from her. And funny enough, she was actually talking about today, like before we went on, some of the little activities, and like, we should do something like that here. Really looking forward to that. And again, that's going to be August 21st and 22nd.
Yeah. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is this year, John, I don't even know, did we tell you the nomination night? This year, it's going to be a little bit different. So normally we do the Women's Summit, and then 2 weeks
we talked
later,
about that briefly. Yeah, we're going to do it the same day or the same time.
Yeah. So normally we do the Pool Nation Women's Summit, and then about 2 weeks later we have the nomination.
I'm never at any of the nomination events.
That's because Zach doesn't want you there.
So this year you guys finagled it to work, because I'm always at the women's event, right?
Yep.
Now you have no choice but to be at the nomination event. So we're going to do it at the same time.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is, this is going to be a little bit of a special edition, because what we're going to do is we're going to do that on the Wednesday when all the women start to arrive for the Women's Summit. And what we'll do is we'll do a special edition of the nomination nights with the women of the industry. So we'll have them run the nomination night.
That's
that
awesome.
night.
So it's going to be like an opener to the Women's Summit?
Yeah, the special edition, baby. And what we do is we have the women come up and do the nominations for everybody and open up that night.
Love it.
Which, by the way, the voting, obviously, it opens that night. So just, Lauren, thank you.
And then Edgar talked about this, the Pool Nation Awards, October 23rd this year. It's at the PSP Expo in Las Vegas. We're back in Vegas, baby. I think they're destroying the convention center. They're leveling it, right? In
Dallas.
Texas, Dallas,
Yeah.
right? And so we're going to be in Vegas for 2 years, I believe. We're going to go, okay.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of years before they have Dallas finished, but
I can hear that Buffalo Stampede machine right now.
Buffalo! Dude, I'm the chairman of the National Buffalo Association, dude. But yeah, no, Vegas is always a fun time. So love the food. Don't mind gambling a little bit. And then it's a good crowd over there. So looking forward to that. And I can't believe it's going to be, what is it? It's going to be our 5th awards, right?
it's going to be the 5th one, baby.
Wow.
Yeah. That's nuts. If you guys missed last year, I don't even have to talk about it anymore. I mean, this past one, not last year, but this year, just a couple months ago or a month ago. It was just a month ago. Jesus, I don't even know. But it was off the chain. It was pretty amazing. And what's crazy is that knowing us, of course, we're going to go bigger the following year. And what we have in store and things we have planned are going to be off the charts. I think we were talking about renting out the whole sphere or something like that and doing it. Is that what we're going to do next?
You know, here's what we should do. I have an idea. Todd, are you listening?
Yeah.
Todd,
just put
Todd.
Aquastar right on the whole sphere. You can just
think
pay for
about
that.
it.
Todd.
Think about this. Think about this. What shape is the sphere? It's like that.
It's the ozone, baby.
The ozone. So what we do is we have them make it look like the ozone from Aquastar on there.
There you go.
The only problem is I think it's $500,000 or something like that to do something crazy like that on that dome.
Per
So
30
like,
seconds or something, maybe $500,000.
It's absolutely insane. So
that is a good idea, dude. And I wouldn't put it past Ulaf or something to do something crazy like that.
I think if it was like a certain amount of money for the whole time, like they would do something crazy like that. But it's just true.
I'm impressed, Edgar. I'm very impressed. And that was just right off the cuff. You came up with that one right there. And I'm very impressed on that. That is like perfect. And here we are. We're planting the seeds. This is what we're doing, right?
Dropping that water.
Dropping that water.
That
right?
drop of water from John.
But how cool would that be? Because they can make it that beautiful,
blue,
deep, rich blue, right? You know what I mean? With the Aquastar, Pure Star, and the logo, and then it pulsing just like the ozone.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be badass.
Todd.
And then you can see it from the convention center, right? You know what I mean? It would be, imagine.
Let's start a GoFundMe page. It's only $450,000 for a one-day campaign.
That's not crazy.
We'll get $2,000 on it.
That's not crazy, right?
I don't know.
Huh?
It's not crazy when it's not your money.
Yeah. Maybe we can come up with a competition, you know, like how many pipeline filters we can sell so we can get to our goal. And if we reach our goal, we get the Pure Star on the sphere.
That's actually a good idea.
Like, let's come up with a goal of how many units we can sell or push.
We'll help you push it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
250,000 units.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, Todd, let's come up with the number. Let's pitch it. Let's see how close we can get to putting you guys on the sphere. But look at that. The year hasn't even started and I already have heartburn.
That would be unbelievable, though.
Just right.
Brilliant. It was like built for it. I mean, what are you talking about?
They built the sphere for Aquastar.
It literally could not be more perfect. The shape is the same. You know what I mean? It's absolutely perfect.
Yeah. And then what we do is we would have to do the after party again upstairs overlooking the strip so that we could just look at the Aquastar.
Just think how many millions of people would be going, what the hell is a Pure Star? You know what I mean? And how many Google searches for a Pure Star you would get.
That's right.
You know,
like at the bottom, you could put the Google search term and everybody would be searching it and looking it up.
Dude.
He's serious, Todd.
Dude, I'm dead
I can
serious.
see it.
Todd, you know what? Reach out to John because John's really good at math and he can spit out how many units we need to do. And then
we'll figure something out. Yeah.
Let's go.
Cool.
Here's what we'll do, Todd. We'll talk about it on the podcast. We'll put it on the Spotlights and Insights. We'll put it on the news. We'll talk about it at every event that we have to hit that goal in order for
and we'll just add, rumor has it that Aquastar might do this, right? Yeah, rumor has it.
If we reach this goal, they'll do the campaign. Yes, we are doing the Pool Nation Conference this year at the PSP Expo. We're really excited about that. We already have started to look at what we want to do this coming year with regards to the education classes and all the different tracks that we have going on. We are going to level it up. Wow, he dropped a big number there. Wow, we have to sell 90,000.
Let's do it. We could do it.
Yes.
So Todd, can we get together? Maybe you guys could do it, or if not, our team can do it. Let's put a counter together, and then every time somebody buys one, then it tracks down that number. But here's the sad part: 90,000 is a lot.
That's a lot.
We can do it.
We can do it. Damn it, we can do it. Let's get the whole industry behind it.
We need a GoFundMe too.
Affect my hat.
We need a GoFundMe page too. We need a GoFundMe. We need a full-blown campaign behind this.
Dude, I think we're on to something here, boys.
Yeah, we definitely are. So
we will continue this conversation.
Corey Wax is asking, Todd Pieri, will this affect my hat budget? So,
Corey's trying to get a hat, right? You know what I mean? He's trying to get hats made, and then we're talking about.
So Todd is saying 10 million pools in the country right now. So what's a percentage of that, John? 90,000 into 10 million.
Is what? That's like 0.9%?
Dude.
What? Am I wrong?
I think that would probably be doable.
Yeah.
Todd, let's talk about this because now you got us all excited. Anyways,
no, we can negotiate that for 90 seconds. We can figure that out.
Yeah,
we got connections,
dude. If it's $450,000 for a 90-second ad, they're crazy.
Oh, dude, we can figure something out.
What?
John, will you call the Sphere and let's figure out the cost of that? We got
no. We're gonna dig into this.
We're gonna put a proposal together to figure this out. Right?
It can't be a 90-second ad. That's insane.
Yeah, that's insane. Todd is saying that's less than 1%.
Yeah, 0.9%.
Yeah. So we need to figure out the true cost of if it's a day campaign and you get a lot that day, then but for one 90-second ad, no, they're crazy. So anyways, but we will be at the Pool Nation conference at the PSP Expo. That's going to be coming up. We'll share the dates, we'll share the details with all the tracks and all that fun stuff.
We got one more thing, but John says no. What are we waiting for? Christmas Eve?
Yes, that's your one present. This is Christmas Eve. We're waiting for Christmas Day.
So he's saying it's 90 seconds every hour or something like that. There you go. So let's do some research. We could do this.
Yeah, but we would miss it. Like I would turn around and talk to someone that would be gone.
Oh, no, we'd be going out every hour on the hour to go step out there.
Oh, yeah, we would. Yeah. So. And then we would book a hotel room, set up a camera.
Yep.
And then
a live feed.
Be recording it. It's going to be perfect.
Yep. But we do it the night of the Pool Nation Awards.
Absolutely.
We do have one event that we're going to be putting together this year. We're just working the logistics around it, but it is going to be a cool freaking event. It's going to be epic. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be something new that we're introducing. If it goes well, we will do it every year. So we're working out all the details. As a matter of fact, as I'm done with this podcast at 1 o'clock, I have a conversation, gentlemen, with the partners that we want to do this. So we're trying to figure this all out, but it will be epic. I think John is right on this one. I think it's a little too early because then if we can't manage to sign an agreement and do all that kind of stuff, then we don't want to get people excited.
So we spilled most of the tea, not all of the tea. There's some.
We spilled most of the tea. So anyways, gentlemen, let's do this. Let's take a quick word from our sponsors. When we come back, I want to get your final thoughts on 2025. We'll be right back.
The Hyper Pole from Ultimate Pool Tools is a pool care pole designed by pool professionals for pool professionals, featuring precision-crafted carbon fiber and stainless steel construction. Go to ultimatepooltools.com or Instagram at Ultimate Pool Tools. Pool pros have specific needs when it comes to general liability insurance. The SPPA program has you covered. With 3 tailored and customizable general liability options, SPPA makes it easy for pool pros to feel secure. Find out more and get covered at thesppa.com. Now available, Pool Invoice. Pool Invoice is a pool billing software created specifically for the pool service and repair industry. It's developed for our industry and only our industry. Pool Invoice is built with recurring billing in mind. You can print, email, text invoices, or even send via WhatsApp. You can add reoccurring or yearly charges, accept credits, and set up autopay. You can even see when customers have seen the invoice. It even has a customer portal where they can log in and see, print, and pay invoices. It has all your customers' information on one page, so you don't need to search through hundreds of invoices looking for the one you need. Just go to the customer profile and it's all at your fingertips. Created specifically for the pool industry, Pool Invoice. Now available at poolinvoice.com. Blu-ray XL is the power of minerals working for you. Reduce your overall chemical costs and labor up to 50% guaranteed. Whether you have 20 accounts or 20,000, Blu-ray XL's direct pricing and free shipping to the pool trade have you covered. Improving pool professionals' profit and work-life balance is what they do. Blu-ray XL, the real mineral purifier. Visit them at BluRayXL.com.
Blu-ray all day.
Aquastar's new pipeline cartridge filters, available in 2 sizes, deliver top-notch hydraulic efficiency along with best-in-class filtration performance, approaching that of DE filters. Uniquely designed, open pleat spacing means 100% of the media square footage is usable. And these claims are backed by NSF test results. Designed with the pro's time and comfort in mind, the patented double locking system improves safety and ease of access, making filter cleaners faster than ever before. Available now. Ask your supplier for pipeline filters today.
Natural Chemistry, a leader in specialty water care solutions for over 30 years, is proud to provide products that make pool service easier than ever before. Its unique enzyme formulations in Pro Series Pro Blend improve efficiency of your pool program while reducing frequency of filter cleaning and scum lines. Natural Chemistry is also well known for its wide variety of phosphate removal solutions that include a non-clouding formula in Phos-Free and extremely high-range removal with Pro Series Phos Remove or Phos Free Max. Save time, save money, save work with Pro Series products. Stop sacrificing durability or efficiency with the help of Raypak's new Avia HD models that utilize NITEC, their exclusive industry-first technology. NITEC heat exchanger technology is Raypak's latest solution to superior strength and maximum efficiency when it comes to residential pool heating. With 900% more nickel compared to copper nickel in critical surfaces, NITEC creates an ideal surface to protect against scale formation and erosion without compromising on Avia's 84% thermal efficiency. Learn more at raypak.com/NITEC. The next evolution in lighting is here. Universal Color Logic 2.0 from Hayward. The latest in pool and spa lighting was designed with you in mind, making installation a breeze. Upgrades include a detachable cord and first-of-a-kind adjustable lower catch to overcome variations in plaster thickness. As always, Universal Color Logic lights retrofit into virtually any in-ground pool or spa while delivering industry-leading, vibrant color. Visit Hayward.com to discover more.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Pool Nation live podcast. We continue our conversations. John, I'm really fired up about this thing. I think that's less than 1% that we need to get into doing this. And these guys are okay. Corey is saying, why stop there? Why wouldn't we have the after party at the Sphere?
I want to party in the ozone unit.
In the ozone unit.
Yeah.
Oh, after party in the ozone unit.
But I read it's like north of $1 million to book this space and do all that.
I can imagine. That's got to be completely.
How many pumps is that?
How many filters is that, Todd?
We need like a thermometer tracker that like unlocks different levels of gold.
Oh, we have lost our marbles altogether.
Yes.
So we're going to have the after party inside the Aquastar Pure Star. Anyways, hey, big shout out to Tori. She's saying Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas to you too as well. Another thing that we didn't talk about is we didn't talk about the new addition to the Pool Nation team. And that is that we are now having a new team that's going to be doing our video stuff, guys. We're excited about that. They're going to be managing all of our video. They're going to be doing a lot of content for us, a lot of different, right? So a lot of the videos when they come in studio, a lot of social media content that we're going to be rolling with this year. So excited about that. Excited talking about Tamara as well, coming over from the writer side to manage the Pool Nation spotlights and insights as well. So big shout out to all of them. And hey, We never talk about it, but big shout out to our entire team out there that is all year hustling and getting through the stuff. And most importantly, having to put up with me. So I appreciate that. We have calls with them every day and they've just been absolutely amazing. So shout out. Mr. Zacharias, let me get some final thoughts here on last podcast before Christmas.
This is just crazy. It's one thing we sit here and we talk about it all the time and we have these conversations, but to really lay it out in a chronological order and look at it. And then hear you say it feels like we've been stagnant for a month and we're like kicking off into 2025. It's going to be an eventful year. And it's really exciting to see how far everything has come in the last 4 or 5 years from the first conversations we had, the first time meeting each other and getting together with this idea, this vision, and then seeing it all come together, seeing all the people that have gotten involved, seeing all the people with the same passion for it as us is really humbling. Super excited for 2025. I hope everyone has a great Christmas next week. Take a little time off, spend time with the family, and we'll be going live next week, right?
Yeah, we'll do something towards the end of the week. We'll do a recap for the year.
We'll cover New Year's on that week.
Yes. John, did you see that post from Todd?
200,000 filters.
If we do 200,000 filters, we're in at the Dome.
Is that signed, locked, ready to go?
I don't know, man.
Could we get the entire industry fired up behind this thing?
I don't see why not. This is going to be a thing. Trust me, this is not going to be the last time you guys have heard of this. We're going to keep chipping away at this. 90,000 pure stars and 200,000 equals parties. Look, he doubled
wait. So guys, I'm really getting fired up about this thing because I think we're onto something here. So let me just clarify with Todd so Todd doesn't get angry at me. Okay. So Todd, if we do 90,000 pure stars, you'll do the campaign. Let's say that we don't hit the 200,000 filters. Will you at least do one, which is the Dome thing?
You said that already.
Will that count?
Yeah, for sure.
We can have it as an overall target, but what happens if we have separate goals, right? One for both. And then if we don't hit the 200,000 filters,
so if we do both, we're partying inside the Pure Star.
That's what he's saying.
That, dude?
That's what he's saying. Can we rile up the entire industry?
I don't see why not.
This would take every relationship that we have to reach out and talk and get so that we could do.
Todd went.
And here's what we do. We go crazy, right? And do we do just free tickets for everybody? Because think about how big that place is. It's gonna look the awards. We were gonna be a tiny like that. And then,
it holds 30,000 people or 50,000 people. I don't know. Yeah.
But can
we
you
would be
imagine
ushering people in from the strip, dude.
What's gonna happen is you're gonna have 500 people in a venue of 30,000 people. It's gonna look like
we're gonna have to get a hold of Men's Warehouse and get them to open up more locations for tuxedo rentals.
I don't care. I don't care if it's only 500 people, just to be able to say that we did that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, dude.
So Todd, let's have it right here. So first of all, you know what? At 100,000 free pumps, free tickets for everybody. Wow. Wow. So we'll do the free tickets, Todd. We'll throw tickets and invite the entire freaking industry on here. So Todd, this is not the last time that you're going to hear about this because I think we're going to accept the challenge. I think we're going to accept it and we're going to reach out. So anyways, John, final thoughts.
No, I'm keep it short and sweet. Echo everything you guys said. Looking forward to 2025. I know this year it's going to be, we say it every year, but it's going to be this year's going to be quite the ride. And I know it's going to be busy because we're already on the phone talking about booking travel out there. I'm going out there first week of January or first and whatever on the 8th or whatever
already
it may
twice
be.
In January.
Yeah. And then the next day we're on the phone again saying, we got to come back out again in January. So we're going to be there twice in January, right?
You should move here.
Well, I'm trying, but all the airplane ticket, it's taken away from my deposit on the home, dude.
That second call hurt me. That second call hurt. So I didn't want to make that second call yesterday.
My travel budget is zero, So.
And then here's the problem. Yeah. John's coming out and the kids are like, Dad, I want to go. Dude. And it's every time he's got to bring the kids. It's
I'm bringing my daughter out this time around because I promised her because I brought the boys out last time. you truck 5 people.
Yeah, it gets
really
quick.
expensive. And then just with me and Mama going out.
We
all the
need
time.
one more visionary partner to cover the expenses of travel for John. So let's go. Let me sign them up so we can get John out here.
That's more perfect. And I know that we talked about a list of things, but look, guys, this is just the stuff that's concrete. We got a lot more stuff coming in.
Yeah.
And anybody who knows us knows that there are going to be more events and more things that we're going to be doing. We just don't like to talk about it until we know it's done. That's why we waited. We had our new visionary partners too. This has been in the works for a little bit and itching to say something. But again, we had to wait for the right time, and now it is. And now's the time. And here we go. And next year is going to be quite the fun ride. And I look forward to it. So I got to get going. I got to go smoke some more pumps.
Burn them out.
Burn out some more pumps or catch some pads on fire.
I just want to give everybody a big, huge shout out. Thank you so much. It's been an absolutely amazing year. We're really excited about 2025. So stay tuned. Hope you have a great one. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great one, guys. Bye.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to the Pool Nation podcast, a member of the Pool Nation family. You can listen to us live every Friday here at 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Central, and 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. You can find us at Pool Nation or poolnationpodcast.com, on Facebook, or on Instagram at pool.nation. And to find more info about Pool Invoice, the billing software built specifically for the pool industry, go to poolinvoice.com. Before you go, this is what the pool industry has been waiting for. PoolmanUniversity.com. It's the first platform dedicated to learning the swimming pool service and repair industry. A pool service community where you can connect and find videos on business, service, water chemistry, and repairs. See you there at PoolmanUniversity.com.